There's another side of you trying to break through.
Hi, you guys. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new here today for the nursery makeover part 2. Last week we did the crib wall, we did the DIY shiplap, some decor, and we got that all ready. And now this week we're doing the rest of the room. First things first, I'm adding the furniture that I already had from my daughter's old nursery, except I did add this cubicle. Now for the cubicle above it, it's gonna be his like play area. That's where I'm gonna keep his toys. So I wanted to do something above there, and I didn't want to spend any more money. I didn't want to get anything from Amazon like a wall sticker. I wanted something that I would be able to paint over. So I decided to try it out with my Cricut. I watched a video on how to separate a really big picture so that you're able to print it out in 3 different parts in case you want to create something bigger than what fits on the Cricut board or whatever that thing is called. So that's what I did. I'll try to link that video down below, but I love that as he gets older, I can just paint right over this, and whatever, like if my style changes or he wants something different that doesn't align with this whole look, I can just paint right over it with our white paint that we have in our closet. I did a similar thing in my daughter's room if you followed here for a while. I did like a pink house when we did her toddler bedroom makeover, which, by the way, I have another makeover coming after this, which is her room. We redid it again and it came out beautiful. She's sleeping in her own room, so we had to add a twin bed in there and stuff. So it's completely different in there, and I'll be showing you guys that next week. But yeah, overall, I would say this was kind of tedious but worth it. But before we go any further, I'm going to start painting and I'll explain the process a little more. But I did want to thank BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. If you're a returning subscriber, then you know about my struggles with mental health. I've been very open about it in multiple videos. And then you know that I signed up for BetterHelp way before this collaboration back in the new year in January. Super easy to sign up. You take a quiz and you get matched with a therapist, and you can start therapy right away. You can actually put like specific things that you want in a therapist. Like I put that I'm Christian, so I would want somebody to offer Christian based therapy, and it's just great. And what I really love about BetterHelp is that if you don't match with your first, second, third therapist, it's so easy to change. It actually happened with me, and I love the second therapist that I was matched with, and I just love her so much. She's helped me so much, especially now going into this whole new phase. I've been dealing with a lot of mom guilt. I've been dealing with just a lot. I don't do well with changes, and it's just been change after change after change for me for a while. So being enrolled in therapy is a huge help for me, especially now because I'm about to give birth soon, God willing, and I know that's going to be another change, and I love that I can do everything from the comfort of my home. I do it right from my bed, from my couch, wherever I am. I can just start my session, and I love that because part of what delays going for therapy is actually having to go there, having to search for a therapist and do all that stuff. And BetterHelp actually does that for you. It just allows you to get matched quickly. It allows you to get matched easily and do everything from the comfort of your home, even for your sessions. So I just love that. I love that they offer tools like journaling. I've become a fan of journaling. I used to be someone who was like, you don't need to journal. Like it was stupid to me, but my therapist helped me see it as the same way you write grocery lists to kind of get that out of your head, and so you don't have to worry about it, is the same way journaling works. When you write things down, you get it out your head and you empty that space up. And I love doing it. You can share them with your therapist, or you cannot, but either way, it's a super helpful tool. So if you're struggling or you've been thinking about therapy, I highly suggest giving BetterHelp a try for your first time in the whole therapy world. They gave me a discount code for you guys. If you use my link, betterhelp.com/Josie Williams, you can get 10% off your first month. So go ahead and check that out in my description box. And thank you again to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. But now back to our DIY stencil that I made with my Cricut. I'm using a mixture of two paints that I already had, a green and a taupe that I used in my master bedroom. But yeah, overall this process was, it was easy, but I did make it a little more tedious for myself because one, I didn't use transfer tape to actually attach it to the wall, and I didn't want to waste my transfer tape, so I ended up just peeling it from the back. And then I had to make sure that it didn't fold or anything because then the whole thing would ruin. And then it was hard to align without the transfer tape. So if you're going to do this, use transfer tape. Um, but I'm pretty sure it would be way more easier than the way I did it if you use transfer tape. But overall, it was pretty easy. I'm happy with how it turned out. I'm just doing the bottom in the brown color, and then the bigger part of the hot air balloon, I'm going to be alternating the green and the brown or the taupe. And while that's drying, you have to wait for each section to dry before you add another layer, because you don't want, and especially if you're doing transfer tape, you don't want to put the transfer tape on top of the wet paint, obviously. So that also made it tedious, is having to wait for each portion to dry before you start the next. I'm just like a get it done type of person. So here I'm just changing out the legs to wooden legs to match everything else in the room. This is my daughter's chair. He's getting everything secondhand, his crib, his dresser, like all the big pieces. What I did, we have a lot coming up. We have to still go shopping for a new car before he comes, because we still have a sedan and we need a bigger mom car for 2 car seats. So I just try to save where I can, and so I just changed out the legs to her old chair with some wooden legs, and it worked out perfectly. So yeah, now I'm just gonna let you guys enjoy watching me paint this mural and struggling at that, but overall it turned out pretty good.
If you can make me smile, if only for a while. There's always this big part of me wanna believe.
Also, y'all are gonna have to forgive me how I look these past couple of videos, because I just don't have the energy to get dressed, to do my hair, to put on makeup. I am now 8 months pregnant, and y'all, that fatigue that left during the first trimester hit me like a truck when it came back this third trimester, and my doctor said my iron is a little low, so working on that. But it has not been easy to continue to do YouTube while being pregnant in this third trimester, and getting together his room, my daughter's room. It's just a lot. I feel like I've been on go since the baby shower, and then Christmas decorating is coming up too. I'm gonna try to put myself together for those videos, but I am gonna start putting out my videos like November 1st. So stay tuned for that. I'm hoping to get everything started in October. So my house is gonna be Christmas in October like a crazy lady, but I just don't want to be decorating when I'm 9 months pregnant, a couple like 3 weeks before I'm supposed to give birth. I want to just relax in November until he comes, and so that's my plan. But yeah, just forgive how I've been looking, because I'm looking over at this footage and I'm just like, girl, you need to get yourself together. But this is why it was so difficult. You can see I'm struggling here to kind of get everything to lay flat. If you use transfer tape, obviously that won't happen, because you're just putting the transfer tape on and then peeling it. But when you do it the way I did it, it's way more difficult. So please use transfer tape. And also it was hard to align, which you'll see I have to fill in the gaps later on.
If I change the way I love. Yeah, you know what I've done in the past. Still you say you and I, we can last. I have found new ways, but no, can I be the one that you need? Then I changed my mind. Maybe we got time to make this right.
So I did do 2 smaller hot air balloons as well, just because I wanted to fill in the area. And these were way easier to do, but again, still use transfer tape. But yeah, and then I'm going to be painting those both, like alternating the same colors.
Change the way I love it. Maybe if I try to fix this heart, then I could have stayed the night. I could have called you mine. If I change the way I change my mind. If I change the way, maybe we got time. I can change the way to make this right. Can I be the one that you need? If I change the way I love.
So you're gonna see here what I mean is because I didn't use transfer tape, things didn't align perfectly, so I had to fill in the gaps. So I did have a few mistakes in the big hot air balloon, but again, it's paint. I could paint over it anytime whenever I feel like redoing it.
Oh no, I don't wanna be tucked in someone else's arms. I will close my door 'cause I need my time. Wanna speak so loud even though I hide. Like I'm hypnotized, can't get out.
Okay, you guys, my camera died, and I don't feel like waiting, but I got this part done, and I decided these look a little plain, so I'm just freehanding some polka dots. I'm gonna do it here and there. But yeah, just touching up now. I'll catch up with you guys when my camera charges a little bit.
And I just wanna help.
Now comes the fun part, is decorating and putting everything together. This little painting took me most of my day, believe it or not, and with a toddler running around, it didn't make it easier. So waiting for everything to dry and all that stuff, it was really stressful. My body was hurting after this day, but I wanted to finish, and so I finished this portion of the room, and then the next day my husband helped me with the section where his dresser is gonna go. But those baskets I got from Five Below, really cheap for $5. And these flags were a DIY. If you watched the first video, I also did it with his name, Nehemiah. But these flags are actually from our baby shower. We had them hanging over all of our tables, and it came with a lot of them, so I still have a lot left, and I've been doing DIYs with them, so I thought this would look really nice hanging at the corner of his room by his little toy area. And it says play, and it has little animals, and I did it with Cricut. You could just iron them on. Very, very easy, and I love both of the little flags that I added to his room. They look so, so cute. And then to this corner, I did also order this side table, super cheap, like $30 from Amazon. And then I'm adding the throw that I already had in here because this used to be the guest bedroom. So I had this throw on the bed, and then I also had the pillow that I'm going to put there as well. I also already had this lamp from the Studio McGee collection. I had got it during springtime. And the green lamp I'm going to use later on, I had them as well. I had two of them on the nightstands from my guest bedroom. So because I had two of them, I used that one where this one used to be. And I had this one free. So I thought it would look really cute next to the little area where I'm supposed to nurse and feed him and stuff. And this little figure I got from Hobby Lobby. And then this giraffe, I just got one from Amazon for really cheap. I was gonna go big and do like the really big 4-foot one, but I was just like, no, I don't feel like having a big creepy giraffe in the room. So I did a smaller one, and then I added these little wooden shaped knobs that I found on Amazon, and I thought they look really, really cute with the decor in his room. This dresser is from, again, secondhand. It's from our old guest bedroom, and I really want a white dresser for his room. I think it would go better with the crib and everything, but because it wasn't in the budget, again, we have a lot of things coming, I decided to just change out the knobs to some wooden knobs so they would tie in a little bit with the rest of the room. And yeah, it ended up turning out okay. I'm not mad at it, but I would love a white dresser in the future.
You got me gone. You don't understand. You got me gone. But sometimes I might be a bit selfish when you're way too humble. Might be overzealous, getting you in trouble. 'Cause I'm a little bit unsteady, even a little bit mad. Might be a disaster, or just the best you've ever had. Or just the best you've ever had. 'Cause I'm a little bit unsteady, even
Both this mirror and the shelves that he's gonna put up for me are from Amazon. I had him hang up one of the shelves regularly and then one of them upside down so that I could hang some clothes, because I have to be basic and do the whole Pinterest look. So yeah, they're both from Amazon, really inexpensive. Of course, I always look for the most inexpensive things and good quality. So I read the reviews, but I make sure that they're the most inexpensive out there on Amazon before I order.
maybe stare too much, 'cause you don't understand. You got me gone. You don't understand. You got me gone. But sometimes I might be a bit selfish when you're way too humble. Might be overzealous, getting you in trouble. 'Cause I'm a little bit unsteady, even a little bit mad. Might be a disaster, or just the best you've ever had.
For the shelves, most of this decor is from Hobby Lobby, apart from the little stacker toys are from Amazon. I got them from my registry, and then the clothes, of course, were also gifts from my baby shower.
Cause I'm a little bit unsteady, even a little bit mad. Might be a disaster, or just the best you've ever had. Yesterday I told you I think that we made a mistake, 'cause you and I, we lost our sight. It's all about give and take. I don't wanna see when you're at parties with Ollie and the others. You know I really got along with him and your family. Your ex can barely say. Did we do it right? You know, no. Did we speak from our hearts so we could make it right without a fight? You know, no. Imagine what would happen if we did it right.
This lamp, again, I already had two of them. They were on my nightstands in my guest bedroom, which this used to be. This is the rug I ordered from Wayfair. I got it a really good deal. I don't know where the footage of us laying it out is, but these two things are from my registry that I got, and I just added that little play area mat on the rug, and that's it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoy the after shots. I'll see you in my next one, God willing, as always.